Hi everyone, I'm Henry, and welcome back to the Two-Centric channel, your go-to source for insights on global staffing, remote operations, and building high-performance teams across borders. Today, we're focusing on a topic that's gaining serious momentum: nearshoring. As more US companies look to cut costs and access top talent without sacrificing quality or time zones, nearshoring is quickly becoming a go-to solution. But here's the thing. Not all nearshoring partners are created equally. Choosing the right company can make or break your remote expansion strategy. So, how do you make sure you're asking the right questions before signing on the dotted line? Joining us today is Rebecca, an expert in global staffing and remote operations with Two-Centric, who's here to walk us through the 8 key questions you need to ask before hiring a nearshoring company and why they matter. Let's jump in.
Thank you for having me today, Henry. It's great to see you again and be here, but let's jump right in and start at the beginning, because before you even start shopping around for a nearshoring company, you've got to get clear on why you're doing it in the first place. Is your main goal to cut down on labor costs? Are you looking to tap into a specific talent pool that you haven't been able to find locally? Whatever the reason, the first question you have to ask is, what are our business objectives and goals for nearshoring? Whatever the reason, you've got to define those objectives up front. Without that kind of clarity, you might just end up picking a partner that isn't aligned with your needs.
Okay, so once you know why you're nearshoring, the next step is understanding how it all works, correct?
Correct. Especially if you're going to be working with an EOR like Two-Centric. Working with an employer of record, in my opinion, is the safest, smartest way to go. We handle most of the heavy lifting. Think payroll, tax compliance, local labor laws, contracts, etc.
So now that we've covered the basics of setting goals and understanding the ER's role, let's dig into the more strategic questions companies need to be asking. Rebecca, walk us through what else should be on their radar.
Absolutely. One of the more critical questions I always ask companies is, have you identified the right roles for nearshoring? Because not every position is a good fit. You want to think about functions like customer support, software development, or back-office operations. Those tend to benefit the most from nearshoring. It's about finding roles where time zone overlap, cost efficiency, and scalability actually improve performance, not just moving jobs for the sake of it.
Right, it's not just hire abroad and save money. It has to be strategic.
Exactly. And speaking of money, the next big question is, are you financially prepared for the setup costs? Even though nearshoring typically brings long-term savings, there are upfront investments to consider: setup fees with your EOR, onboarding time, software tools, and your own internal management resources. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something you should budget for realistically. And that leads into another major point. Do you have stakeholder buy-in across your organization? I've seen nearshoring projects stall because one department wasn't looped in. Legal, finance, HR, you name it. For nearshoring to work, it has to be a cross-functional effort. Everyone has to be aligned on the why and the how.
And if they're not, you start hitting friction fast.
Right. Now, assuming you've got internal buy-in, the next big decision is where to nearshore. Have you done your research on nearshore locations? Because the country you choose really matters. You're looking at factors like talent availability, time zone alignment, language skills, infrastructure, and even political and economic stability. For example, Colombia is exploding right now as a nearshoring destination in 2025. Strong tech talent, good education system, great time zone overlap with the US, and business-friendly policies.
We've definitely seen that trend. It's come up in a few conversations lately.
It's exciting, but even with the perfect location, you have to ask, is your company culture ready for a distributed team? Managing international teams isn't just about logistics. It's about communication, leadership, and making sure remote employees feel like part of the company. Cross-cultural sensitivity and process-driven management are huge here.
Yeah, if you're not ready to lead across borders, the best ER in the world won't save you.
That's it. And last but not least, do you have the right tools and tech stack in place? You need secure communication tools, things like time tracking systems, and task management platforms are essential. A strong tech foundation keeps everything running smoothly, especially across time zones.
Love that. It's all about building the structure before you scale. Such a solid breakdown, Rebecca. I think a lot of companies jump into nearshoring because it sounds like a quick fix, but you've shown it's really about thoughtful planning, alignment, and asking the right questions from day one.
Exactly. If you're asking these questions up front, you're way ahead of the game, and you're setting yourself up for a much smoother nearshoring experience.
Thanks again for these helpful tips, Rebecca. And if you'd like to get a hold of a Two-Centric expert to start your nearshoring journey, visit twocentric.com and follow Two-Centric on social media.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Two-Centric channel for more insights on global staffing and remote operations. Follow us on all social media at Two-Centric, and if you'd like to learn more, connect with one of our advisors today at twocentric.com.